Hi everyone, and welcome back to Happily a Homeschool Mom. Today I'm just going to give you some snippets of an overview of what April looks like for us. Sorry I've been MIA for a little bit. April has been an extremely busy month. We had spring break, we took a vacation, we had a family birthday, and then we've also had a number of doctor's appointments this month as well. So it's been pretty crazy around here, but we're getting stuff done and we're working toward our goal to be done by mid-June. So I'm just going to give you some little snippets of how I organized April in my monthly plan, and then I will show you what I'm going to use for my weekly spread this week. So this is what we're going to do in Spanish this month, the things that we're working on in beginning Spanish or Spanish 1. We have our read alouds, which I'll get to on the next page. Things that we're going to do in geography, our narrations for the month, and we have our nature study for the month, and then we have our memory verses for the month. And like I said, we just carry over month to month, and then when we're done, we're done. So here is what April looks like with their individual work. And what I do is I start with the where we left off on the previous month, and then I go forward. So, and then week to week, I just kind of cross off what we've accomplished. So there's Ethan's work, and then I just kind of put our narration here too, so I don't have to turn all the way back when I'm looking at what we're doing. Hunter finished a book, and he's already started 2 new books. Ethan is still continually working on his books. He just started new books at the very beginning of this month. And then we've got some math, and I added a couple more pages in because when I run out of room and they start a new book, and I like to list every chapter so I can see where we're at, I sometimes run out of space. And so I purchased the pink 365 punch, and then I just take some cardstock from my scrapbooking stash, and then I just punch it and insert it, and then I can just I list. This is one of my boys is reading Johnny Tremaine, and there's a lot of sections in that book, a lot of chapters in each section. He's reading the memoir of the Revolutionary Soldier. We're almost done with Isaac Newton. We have 2 more chapters left. Then he just started this new book. He did read this one, Changing. And that's just a very, very short chapter book. There's only 6 chapters in that one. And it's just a book of short stories. Ethan has 3 more chapters with that book. And then he's going to start Sarah Bishop. And then here's his reading work that he does, his workbook. And this goes along. My boys usually go through 2 books at a time. It's just faster that way. We can cover a lot of books in a shorter amount of time if we do 2 at once. And they read a chapter a day. So then Ethan's math, science, we're on lesson 5.5. And we still have some experiments we still have left to do. They're still doing their diagrams, and then their Christian Science reports, and then history. We're still working on that. Oh, we did Ben Franklin. So that's done. And then English. And I don't have anything marked off on English because I actually decided to go a different route, and we're not using this book right now. So we are continuing a different book. Sometimes I'll take a segue with a book if one of my kids is struggling with a certain in a certain area. Then we just kind of stop and then go and review whatever they're struggling on. And so this was last week, all the things that we accomplished last week. And we didn't end up having school on Friday. They didn't have any spelling tests because they got 100 on their pre-tests on Monday. My 16-year-old has started an employment book, which I highly recommend. It's kind of a workbook on how to fill out applications and interview properly. So he started that new book because he wants to try to get a summer job this summer. So, but we didn't have school because I had some medical testing I had to have done at the hospital on Friday, and so that took up a good part of the day. And then next week we're going to start a chapter book on Ben Franklin after we're done with Isaac Newton, which should be on Tuesday. So that is an overview of up to last week, what we've gotten done with. And then I'm going to start this new week, and some of the things I'm going to use this week is, it's been kind of crummy out lately. It's just been, we live in central Illinois, and it's just been gloomy. Like today, it's just really cloudy and wet, and we might get ice tonight, which I'm not looking forward to. But so I needed something bright for this coming week. So I think I'm going to use this washi tape. It's just bright colors, bright and sunny colors. Instead of stamping this week, I think I'm going to use these stickers, just the number stickers. For my inspiration this week, I thought that this sticker sheet worked well with these colors and that washi tape. So I'm going to use that. And then I think I'm going to use some of these little ones because they kind of work with the color scheme I'm going with. And then these to label the days. So that's what I'm going to do, and I'm going to get that set up, and then I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. Here is my weekly spread from April 16th through April 20th. I've listed everything that I want to accomplish this week. We do have a couple of doctor's appointments this week. I think there's one early Monday morning, which won't affect school. Wednesday, I think we have a doctor's appointment as well. So in that one, I think we're going to have to get out early. I need to check my other planner to verify. So that's going to be an early release day. We have the books that we're finishing, biography reports, new books we're starting, books that we're continuing on. I didn't write down their lessons for math, reading, and English because I have it in the beginning of the book, and then I just, or the beginning of April, and then I just cross it off. So wherever they've left off, generally I write underneath. I just ask them when they're doing it. I'll just say, what lesson are you on there? And then reading, I don't ever just write. Sometimes I do, but most of the time I don't, because I can just refer back and then just kind of cross it off. It's redundant to write it down twice. And then on our group work, we have spelling pretest, science, history, geography, Spanish, narration, nature study, trade reports and geography game, memory verse, spelling work, science, biography reports, history and geography, Spanish. And then on Thursdays, my youngest son does Minecraft math. And then they have narration, journal writing, trade reports, geography game. Then on Friday, they have their math testing and speed drills, reading and English, memory verses, spelling tests, art, science, and geography quiz. So that is our week. That's our weekly spread for this week. So I thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, and I hope you'll join me back here at Happily a Homeschool Mom. Thanks. Have a great day.